There we go, burst right into flame. You can see how well that birch bark burns. And as I said, this is birch bark off of a living tree. You'll find living trees with parts of it peeling off. It's a natural thing. It has, there's a tree grows, it has to split off the old dead bark. So let's explain a little bit more what this is about. So our solar fire was started with this. This is from the Dollar Tree. I call it a page magnifier, but it's basically a Fresnel lens. And what this is very thin, flexible, and it's a number of grooves that are shaped kind of curved, so they all act like pieces of lenses or prisms to bring all the light into one point. Now, this doesn't work as well as a lens this size, but it works good enough, especially when we're just trying to concentrate light. We're using this for an optical system. Having those lines in it could be a problem. Although TVs were made at one time, projection TVs, with really large Fresnel lenses. But what I found too is these scratch really easily. Sometimes even in the package they scratch. So what I would say is that if you're going to have this more as a, say, a backup, I would have two. And once you use one, say you're out somewhere and you use one, I'd throw that one out and get another one, because they just scratch up too easily. And at $1.25 at the Dollar Tree, you can certainly afford to do it. Now, when you think about this, what's the problem here? If this was your only method of starting a fire, when do you usually want fire? At night when it's cold and dark. This isn't going to work then. So you're going to have to start a fire earlier in the day and keep it going until you need it at night. Now, you can do things with that fire to make it easier to start a fire the next day. And we'll talk about that in another video. It's called, yes, maybe Dave Canterbury coined this name of the next fire philosophy, or he doesn't use mentality. That's what he says. Next fire mentality, but you see it other places too, with the idea of how are you going to start the next fire. And that usually involves having some type of charged materials that's going to make this work even easier, although that worked pretty easy with that birch bark that was peeled off of a living tree. And when I say peeled, you find huge sections of it that have already pulled off and are hanging on the tree, so you can just take that, doesn't hurt the tree at all. Now, you can take down rotten logs and take the birch bark off of that, but that's a lot harder to ignite. It still has the oils in it that makes it burn so long, like you saw that burning, but it is harder to ignite. But that's fine if you were to have, that's all you have, that's what you're going to have to use, and if you have other sources to ignite it as well. But there we go, solar fire from the Dollar Tree with a Fresnel type lens.